The legend of Busby Stoop chair is one of England's most enduring tales of the paranormal, with chilling stories tied to real historical events and numerous documented incidents. At its core is Thomas Busby, a 17th-century innkeeper and petty criminal living near the town of Thirsk in North Yorkshire. Thomas Busby was a man prone to fits of rage and violence. He operated an inn near Sand Hutton and lived there with his wife, Elizabeth. Her father, Daniel Audie, was a business partner of Busby's, but the relationship was volatile. Some say the partnership involved illicit activities like counterfeiting. But whatever the specifics, tension often flared between the two men. The situation reached its breaking point in 1702 when Audie decided to retrieve Elizabeth from Busby's inn, possibly after a falling out between the couple. When Busby returned home to find Audie sitting in his favorite oak chair, a piece of furniture Busby held sacred, he flew into a violent rage. After a heated argument, Busby murdered Audie with a hammer, dragged his body into the woods, and attempted to conceal the crime. Busby's actions were quickly discovered, and he was arrested. Tried for murder, he was convicted and sentenced to death by hanging. His execution took place at a crossroads near his inn, a common practice at the time for criminals, as crossroads were thought to confuse the spirits of the dead. On the way to the gallows, Busby is said to have cursed the chair, declaring that anyone who sat in it would meet an untimely death. His execution site, known thereafter as Busby Stoop, became infamous, and the inn took on his name, becoming the Busby Stoop Inn. While Busby's death marked the end of his life, the curse on the chair seemed to endure. For generations, people began to attribute strange and tragic events to the chair. Locals avoided it, but visitors to the inn often dared one another to sit in it, scoffing at the curse. Over time, chilling patterns emerged. Among the most famous stories linked to the chair is that of a group of Royal Air Force airmen during World War II. Stationed nearby, they visited the inn, mocked the legend, and took turns sitting in the chair. Within days, all who had sat in it were killed in action during their next mission. Another incident occurred in the 1972 when a delivery driver, stopping at the inn for a drink, decided to rest in the chair. Hours later, he was killed in a car accident on his way back from the tavern. Around the same time, a group of builders working on a nearby site used the inn as their lunch spot. One of the workers took a seat in the chair despite warnings. Later that afternoon, he fell to his death from a roof. Similarly, a biker who laughed off the chair's curse met his end in a violent road accident shortly after sitting in it. These incidents, and many others like them, created a growing sense of unease about the chair. The innkeepers, alarmed by the string of tragedies, moved the chair to the cellar to deter anyone from sitting in it. Even there, its reputation for causing harm persisted, and the deaths linked to it continued. By the late 1970s, the owners decided to remove the chair from the inn altogether and donated it to the Thirsk Museum. At the museum, the chair was hung high on a wall to ensure that no one could sit in it. To this day, it remains there, a chilling exhibit that continues to draw visitors. Many report feeling an oppressive atmosphere around it, and some claim to experience an inexplicable sense of dread when standing near it. The museum staff are careful to treat the chair with respect, and its position on the wall ensures that the curse, if real, cannot claim any new victim.
Enjoyed the content? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more awesome videos your way. Don't forget to click the bell icon to